Hi there, I'm Splinter in human form and welcome to Jay's Toy Collection UK. Hi there and welcome to Jay's Toy Collection UK for more on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Now they do seem to be the hot topic at the moment here in the toy community after last week NECA dropped their Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle sewer diorama, the sewer lair, at the astronomical price of $300. So if you want to see my initial reaction to that, there is a full sort of reaction rant video on the channel, and also on my live stream last week, This Week in Toys, every Friday night here in the UK, 9 PM UK time. I was joined by Super Turk 5000 and of course Mark Tac Tac as we went in full depth on the sewer there itself and gave it a full analysis and breakdown. And at the end of that video, I said I would try and come up with an alternative to stop me trying to buy that. So here it is. It has arrived from Props and Replicas here in the UK. It is the Extreme Sets. I believe this is the animated version 2.0, and this is the version that would kind of fit in a DTOF. This is called a display pack. So it's quite a thin little box it comes in. You've got your Extreme Sets on there and your animated sewer display pack. So what this video is going to be is me getting this thing unboxed and getting it in the collection and see if it will do the job. Will it scratch that figure itch and stop me wanting to buy the crazy priced turtle diorama? Of course, since then, if you've watched Mad Hatter, you've seen Ramen Toy have come on. He's had his tape measure out and he potentially could be doing his own version of a sewer there for around the $180 price point. So that could be something to keep an eye out on. So I will keep abreast with that and see what goes on. But for now, I've got this bad boy. So this costs £60 here in the UK. And it contains 4 pieces that will fit as a nice backdrop, I'm hoping, for the turtles. So let's see what it does. So without further ado, let's get this thing unboxed. Right then, so here we have it on the floor in front of the Mezcos. Had to a bit of an impromptu video this one, so let's see what we can do. The toy room is still a full mess, so we will get there. And oh, hello, that does look animated, doesn't it? So first impressions, looking very animated, so quite happy with that. Cheeky Monkey Kiara's doing the camera work. Let's see how steady she can hold this camera. So this is a massive thing, absolutely gigantic there. So I think they said it's 15 inches by potentially 15 inches. So some great animated look. You've got the animated brickwork there that's looking really quite good. So I think it does fold out at the bottom, yeah. And I'm going to be able to fold it out into a base piece as well there. So that's piece number 1. I believe there's 4 pieces in here. There is some instructions as well on what I should be doing there. So we've got some assembly instructions there. We've got the so this would be in Splinter's dojo, this bit, wouldn't it? Just get my foot in the shot there, Cheeky Monkey Kiara. Terrible camera work there from Cheeky Monkey. We have the this piece, I believe it's like the where you get dressed behind. I think you ever get dressed behind one of these deer, cast one of those erotic shadows. No, not even an erotic shadow from her. So this sort of sits in Splinter's dojo sort of thing. So this doesn't even come with a NECA piece. So that'll be a bonus to make. We've got... Oh, hello. She's laughing because that's a TV. So we'll get the accessories set out in a bit because we'll have to get the TV because, of course, you need to buy the accessory set separately. So if I want a cardboard TV, Extreme Sets have you covered. But we've got another piece here. So another piece there. Massive looking thing. It's actually making me think how big NECA's actually would be in person, but of course I think this is actually taller than the NECA one. But for a piece of printed cardboard, I think this might do the job. And oh, there you've got Splinter's rug on the floor, so you may recognise this from NECA because NECA have given us this, but it's way smaller than that. So that's a decent piece. We should have 2 more pieces if I got this correct. Looks like we will, and we will get another big backdrop there, which looks like a sort of fireplace or potential mantelpiece. And it's the infamous pipe, of course, ladies and gentlemen, here. The pipe that NECA have given us for £300. I'll stop moaning about it soon, but I'm still not over it. Still not over it. So there's that piece. And, of course, come here. Here we go. What have we got? We've got another piece of the sewer there, of course, with another piece of pipe. And on the bottom, again, just a bit of flooring. So those are the 4 pieces that you get within the set. So let's try and see what they look like with some turtles in them. I think I might start off. I've got an empty DTOF cube, so let's see if they actually do fit in a DTOF. So do they fit in a DTOF cube? The answer is yes, they do. So it's a bit tricky to get in. You have to sort of fold it up to fit, but That, I think, looks absolutely fantastic, doesn't it? So I've put a Donatello in there from the gaming version in there just for scale, because the rest of the figures are upstairs. But that looks pretty good, doesn't it? So all four could actually go in a Detolf like this. It's almost made me want to do a living room display of turtles here, but that wasn't the initial idea. But that does look fantastic. So they do a different version, an actual full sort of 3D pop-up version. But that is a lot bigger. That was about 40 inches. So that was too big for my display. But that, I think, looks fantastic. So it's a background piece. I think that works really well. So a much cheaper alternative. If you don't want something sort of 3D and you are happy with just a background piece, it's going to take up less space. You can fit more figures in, then this might be the way to go. So the extreme sets, that's what it looks like down here. But the big test is getting it in the toy display upstairs. So I might have to overlap them a bit because they are a bit wider than my shelf, or maybe cut some of the ends off. But for now, let's see what they look like upstairs. Right, so we've made it upstairs to the Turtles display. So there is the street scene, of course, on the top shelf. And we come down into the absolute mess of the display because I'm literally in the process of tearing it apart. But here we go then. Potentially what you could have as a backdrop there. So that is what they would look like. So of course they are a bit too wide for my shelf, so we'd have to do a bit of editing, maybe chop the ends off or just fold them up in a different way. But you can see the size on them there, the full 15 inches in the shelf. As I say, I've had to overlap them, but you get the idea of scale there. So I've got a couple of turtles on there, Splinter, and of course the infamous portal generator of Donatello. So I think with the accessory set on there, I get two to go on that shelf, and I'll also get two to go on that shelf there as well. So I've doubled my money up here for £60. So it's a backdrop piece. I think that will work. I think that will work a treat, really. So that might be me done. We'll have to see what Ramen Toys has to offer, but I think for me, they do look very, very animated. I'm very impressed on the animation they've gone. Maybe I could put them on the side, actually, have them facing the other side. As you see here, I've just cut out the pictures of the background of the actual boxes themselves there, with the sewer and the Technodrome in the background. So as you see, we're in complete turtle flux here. An absolute mess in the toy room, but there's plenty of turtles to go around for everybody. And there's even a whole pile down by my feet there of loads of unboxed turtles to get through. Turtles are moving everywhere, so there's some Mirage stuff. But these will work a treat. And they do different versions as well. They do a more realistic version, which I think might work maybe with the movie stuff. And there's also another version I think might work, quite graffiti style sort of sewer, that might work with Mirage. Again, there is an alternate version with the full play set that would take up this whole floor with actual 3D pop-ups on. But as of this initial first go, yeah, I'm quite impressed with these. So I think these might actually be okay for me. So I might have just saved myself £300 here. Cheeky Monkey looks impressed with me. So I think that's it, ladies and gentlemen. It's just my alternate to the sewer there in an absolute mess of turtles. So of course, please do comment, like and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts down below. But that is what the turtles are looking like on the Extreme Sets pop-up diorama. I think in the Detolf especially, they look really good down there. So I've been Jay. This has been Jay's Toy Collection UK. And I will see you, of course, on the next video.